The goal today is to show you everything that you need to know about airborne effectiveness. I want to help. It's a complex system. There's a lot to learn in here, so stay with me. We have new patch notes, and with what those are saying, I can show you in-game the change. I can show you what's going on. I can tell you that it's like 5 times better than what we had. And if you follow what I do here on the channel, I'm not just saying that to say that. It's not a feeling. Like, I have receipts. I want to show you where it changed from the previous version, thresholds, interactions, what it all means. Got some tips, I have suggestions for each character, exotics, even getting stompies out of the hole. And in the background, I have various gameplay, just slowing down some of the airborne gameplay. But first things first, Bungie. If Airborne is going to be a main core system with core benefits, an entire system that's built into, that has gameplay altering benefits, it has to show up in your character build screen. It has to show up on your exotic armor. It has to show where the stats are going at all times. It has to. Why do I have to go back to This Week at Bungie from April 2022 to find the info on the exotic armor? In-game, each piece states that it gives airborne, not how much though. Very important info. And I don't even like the fact that to see your total airborne stat, you have to have an Icarus mod equipped. Take that away too. Should just be up. When the build's made, you know how much AE you have. So as of right now, pre-Lightfall, this is version 2. After Lightfall, undoubtedly, we're going to have version 3. These are our exotics that help AE in some way. Next to it are the other ways right now we can get airborne effectiveness, so screenshot it. I have it timestamped. Season 19 artifact, in-flight, plus 15 airborne. On the weapons, extended mag plus 10, steady rounds plus 7, Icarus drip plus 15, adept Icarus is 15 plus 5 handling. Weapon perks, air assault gives a passive plus 10 at all times. After you get a kill, you get 30 airborne effectiveness, stacks it times 2, which is 60, so 70 total. Perfect float, plus 30 AE, dealing or receiving damage after 6 seconds. Abilities, Warlock Heat Rises, plus 70, while Heat Rises is active. Tempered Metal, Solar Titan, plus 20 after getting a solar weapon kill. And then Hedrons, plus 40 airborne effectiveness for 11 seconds after a freeze. And yes, you heard that correctly. Somewhere along the way, Hedrons went from plus 20 to plus 40, which is a massive thing. And I really hope they don't change it, because Stasis is going to be a key airborne build because of this. One thing, of course, not listed, Strand. And I do believe that Strand is the reason we have this AE system in the first place. Strand looks to be the airborne class. We're going to have to wait and see. We need terms defined before we go on. And in the last video, I talked about how aim assist was missing. Severely nerfed. Like, one of the main reasons why AE felt the way that it did. So for this video, again, I'm highlighting hand cannons because the previous AE video was all about those. That way it's all consistent. I'm also going to talk about some changes to some specials, other primary weapon archetypes. So on the hand cannon reticle, we have a circle and then an X. This is going to be in hip fire. Now the X represents your accuracy, the circle represents your aim assist. You shoot the X, the accuracy blooms out. 3 important parts of what we're talking about today: accuracy, aim assist, and a new challenger approaches. One that has no street cred, truly hidden, the precision angle. Aim assist is the bullet bend, the magnetism angle. So if a target, the crit, falls inside this cone, your bullet will aim at the target before the effects of the accuracy cone. So basically, if you aren't directly aimed on the crit, but the target's falling within the cone, it will pull your accuracy cone to the target. A bullet bend. Both M&K and controller have this. For accuracy, this is the other half. That cone is how likely the bullet is to get maximum bullet bend deflection within the aim assist cone effective distance, or to go perfectly straight outside of the aim assist cone effective distance. This third part, inside the aim assist cone, is the precision cone, or the precision angle. Hidden, we can't see it. It's there though. Inside the aim assist cone, we have the precision angle cone. How this works is that if a target is within the auto aim cone, the aim assist cone, but not within the precision cone angle, auto aim is going to give you a body shot instead. All of these work together. They feed off of each other. It's all important. So with these notes, primary weapons, aim assist, reduced all additional primary weapon auto aim, which is the bullet bend penalties, by around 60% at 0 AE. The penalty was reduced 1.2 degrees to 0.5. That's for both M&K and controller. Big deal. And with what I'm getting ready to show you, all that AE stuff that they went through before, the long blog posts about it, what they were trying to do and how it didn't match up, with what I'm going to show you, I feel that this is what they were trying to do in the first place. Is it perfect? No. But this is the best it's ever been. And we can have levels of airborne that we've never been able to do before. And I'm going to show you. In that previous AE video, I went over that while you're in the air, in airborne, at 20 airborne, 30, 40, even at 55 field of view, the aim assist cone never showed up. Only when it got to 50 AE, it started to show. And it's like a pin dot. It is barely there. But as you went up to 60, to 70, 100, it scaled fast, it got larger and grew, and it got a lot better quickly. So that's proving that for Airborne, at that time, you needed it high, like very high. You needed the aim assist cone to be larger, otherwise it was terrible, miserable. And we all know that. You couldn't shoot over barricades, you couldn't do anything. So that was before. I looked at every cone at 105 field of view and 55 field of view. I did 12 AE, 20, 30, 40, all the way up to 100. And along the way, I found the thresholds. I found out a lot of things. It's a massive thing that they did, the around 60% at 0 AE. And yeah, I'm kind of going through in my editing software. This is all of them. In a little bit, I'll pull them up just kind of side by side. So with what they did, Airborne effectiveness wise, remember what AE looked like? Barely showed up. That's now what 10 looks like, or 12 in this instance. Pretty crazy, and there's a lot more to talk about. So look at 50 AE now compared to 50 AE before. They gave back all the things that made AE feel good. The things that were on there made them feel terrible. Nobody liked that. So now, how does that work in game? First, let's talk about the rest of the patch notes about this. They increased the precision angle, which we defined, how far off the target you can be, and have the auto aim help you land a headshot instead of a body shot by 50% at 100 AE. So they changed that curve to be exponential. You get more benefit at high AE for both M&K and controller, and they removed all additional primary weapon magnetism, the friction penalties, and at 60 to 100, you actually get a magnetism bonus compared to pre-AE. That's for controller only. So controller got the friction back, and 60 sat and beyond, they got a bonus magnetism help. Reduced accuracy penalty for all primary weapons. So at 10 AE, they're now as accurate as if they had Icarus Grip mod slotted before Season 17. Previously, you had to be at 30 AE. So the approximate reduction, hand cannon sidearm 60%, AR, Scout, Pulse, SMG 20, both 30. At 10 AE on a primary, the aim assist is the same as it was at 60 AE in the previous system. Think about that. And accuracy is the same as it was at 30. So from 10 to 30 AE currently in this system, this is basically your weapon, right? Rose has 20 AE, other hand cannons 10, 15. If a hand cannon has 15 AE on it, Icarus Grip goes to 30. That's basically your base AE. This base system, because they changed that precision cone angle and they removed the bullet bin penalties, this allows things that were not allowed before. Here is 12 AE. This is what Stompy's on. Exalted Truth, Extended Mag, Icarus is 47 AE plus 15 from In Flight. That's 62, negative 50, we're at 12. If you are dead on crits happen. It has to be right on it though. Now, if you are slightly off, because they reduced all the additional primary auto aim bullet bin penalties by around 60% at 0 AE, combined with the change to the precision cone angle, it will bend body shots. It did not do that before. Slightly off the head, missed the crit, but bends the bullet to at least a body. It's that interaction of falling inside one cone, the aim assist cone, but not necessarily the precision cone angle. But the aim assist cone falls inside, it's bending, telling accuracy to send it on in. And at that point, at low AE, like this gameplay is with Stompies, at least body shots are there pretty reliably. If you can aim, you will hit body shots. If you're dead on, it will crit. But here's the other side. This is with 62 AE. Same gun, a lot easier to land headshots, period. Can do it multiple times. The biggest difference in low AE versus high AE, and I'm telling you right now, 60 AE is the threshold. I've tested everything, played a ton. With what the patch notes say, with what the reticles say, it makes perfect sense. At 60 AE, the exponential curve of the precision cone angle, the controller buff past 60, 10 AE was 60 AE before. The aim assist penalty is reduced around 60%. It's AE 60. And at AE 60, look at this side by side. Look how much further off the crit that I am, off my target. And look at the bend at 12 AE versus 60 AE. That is the difference, that is the system. And when you get high AE, it starts becoming pretty black and white. And it all started with them changing those two things, like reducing the auto aim penalties and increasing the precision angle. Because either the target, the crit that you're aiming at, is within both the aim assist cone and the precision cone, or it's just within the aim assist cone, not the precision cone. Black and white. One will result in a body shot, the other will result in a crit. This clip shows all of those changes. The left side has better bullet bend than before the previous system. It's got a better precision angle. The aim assist cone, the accuracy, it bended to a body shot. Now the right side, though I am off of the target, it's catching that hidden precision cone angle because it's larger at higher AE. Therefore, it's catching the aim assist cone. Therefore, the accuracy is getting a headshot. So beyond 60, it scales up exponentially, 60 to 100. You get gains every point of AE to 100. So at 100, you're basically on the ground with any weapon. Doesn't matter what it is. This Hawkmoon gameplay is at 61 AE, so 26 from Hawkmoon, 20 from Foe Tracer, 15 from In-Flight. Trusting this system enough with the big bullet, the one-shot bullet from the air. You would never, and I mean never, even try this before. In the previous system, like no chance, you would miss. But this is where the system's at now. The higher that you build in, the more confident you can be. So let's talk about a couple things, like first Stompies. Here's some background footage. This is all with Stompies. And I've said on record for a while that the -50 is too high. And like also a side note, I am not the reason Stompies were nerfed. I used Stompies, I still use Stompies, and it's 2023, move on. With the current system, the only way to get these things out of the hole, really, is with Hedrons. On the weapon, you're gonna need extended mag, steady rounds, with Icarus grip, or something like Air Assault. When you freeze with Hedrons, it's plus 40, so you get to 52. And this, again, is where you can start feeling a little bit more confident. And it's gonna give you a little bit of help as you're closer to the head. Like, you couldn't do this before with Stompies. No way you could do this, a 3-tap. Taking shots at a distance for a cleanup. And I would imagine in Lightfall, that's gonna have more AE things. But as of right now, this is one of the few ways. Hedrons, stasis. Another way is going to be with, like, let's say Malfeasance. This thing has 63 AE. You add on 15 from the in-flight, you're in the clear. You add in Hedrons, even more in the clear. And like 180 hand cannons in general with Stompies are going to be like the best bet, and just Hedrons on top. Only really the two ways right now to get out of that hole. And putting things together, I'm telling you, like this one right here is trouble. Super strong. The first game we ran with it. It's the Mechaniers Forerunner with another sidearm. So Mechaniers gives plus 50 AE to sidearms. Forerunner has 30 AE. In-flight is 15, so you have a 95 AE Forerunner. And pretty much any sidearm that you pair it with is going to be at 100 AE. You can do nasty things with this, like 3 taps from the air pretty confidently. Definitely can take a peek shot from the air, or a couple shots. Then you have the Trick Sleeves perk, like crazy, crazy build. 95 AE Forerunner, and it does connect from the air. So moving on to the last couple of notes here, like sniper rifles, slug shotguns, they reduce the base airborne accuracy penalty by 50%, and pellet shotguns fully remove the airborne accuracy penalty, but the airborne spread angle penalty is still present. So sniper rifles and slugs. Like, when was the last time you could jump over something? A barricade, maybe a tree, whatever it is, and felt confident that the slug shot was gonna land? It does now, if you build into that stat. With both slugs and snipers, with how they were before, and how they changed and reduced that airborne accuracy by like 50%, it translates almost to how primaries are, like almost. They're still behind. So instead of that threshold being 60, it needs to be like 75. 70, 75, 80. To get it to a place where it's feeling closer to being like almost grounded. But at that 30 to 60 range, like very close shots, especially with the slug, it's going to be good. But like with a sniper, at least body shots. And jump snipes should never be relied on. But like right here, if you get to 100 AE, you can be confident in that. Slugs, spread shotties, snipers, all are better from the air, period. All of them are way better. And what you're really getting with AE, think of it like this. The higher the AE, the further the range could be on being accurate. Like pretty close, especially with the slug. Slugs needs like probably 30, which you can get to, especially with in-flight, adding on Icarus, maybe an extended mag, you can get there. But like with a sniper, same deal, like 30. If it's like a 30-meter shot, which is pretty close for a sniper while you're in the air with like a 45 zoom, 50 zoom, it's gonna be pretty decent. If not, like I said, at least land a body. Another quick thing, looking at the exotics, for hunters, like I do recommend building into this system and trying it out. I think that you're gonna see it. Foe Tracer, a neutral plus 20. Lucky Pants for hand cannons, plus 20 when you're ready. Trick Sleeves for sidearms is nuts, plus 50. Warlocks, neutral things like I Have Another World, we have Ophidians, even Astrocyte. You can put that on an arc lock and just use it for the plus 30 AE. Necrotic Grip with Thorn and In-Flight, that's a 67 AE. Titans, there's nothing really truly neutral like, let's say, I Have Another World, Foe Tracer, Ophidians. You have to be Hollow Fire with, let's say, Tempered Metal, Solar Weapon, Peregrine Greaves, plus 20. Peacekeepers are nuts, plus 40 to SMGs. So there was a lot in here, a lot in this video. I encourage you to play with it. In general, like 180 hand cannons and sidearms, pretty crazy from the air. SMGs too. Try some of this. Try it at your base weapon level, at 15 to 30. Add on in-flight. Try to get to 60, and then do what you can to, let's say, get it to 80 or 100. And I think that you're gonna see and feel the difference. It still has a ways to go, but these are the changes that we needed. The Airborne gameplay is back. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. I know that this was a long one. There was a lot to go through, and I hope that you better understand it now, but I would love to hear your thoughts. Let's talk about it down below. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.